If I ask you now, who should absolutely not be selling options, even if they have money?
I actually think everyone should be selling options. And I used to work at Goldman Sachs, and there's a lot of clients that were millionaires and billionaires. I've seen them come to the office, a lot of movie stars, and a lot of them are selling options. But they're not selling themselves options. They have a financial advisor that sells options. But in my opinion, I think it's stupid to pay a financial advisor 1% per year. It doesn't seem like a lot, but 1% per year adds up to a lot.
There are two types of people, the people who are buying options and people who
Yeah.
are selling options. Which one you are advising more, to sell or to buy?
Usually it's 85% selling and 15% buying. So 85% of the portfolio is the safe selling strategies and 15% is buying.
What is the potential risk and how to prevent it?
It's actually pretty simple. When you buy an option, you can lose whatever you pay for the option. So if you buy the option for 1,000, your maximum loss is 1,000. That's nice because you have controlled risk. You know how much you can lose. You cannot lose more than what you pay.
How you can make somebody who is 50 years old, tired of work already, to stay consistent? What is the harsh truth that no one said on podcast?
It's just very easy. A lot of people that are trying to sell a program make it seem difficult, but it's not. You literally just sell options on high quality stocks. And if you have 200K portfolio and you make 4% a month, for example, which is possible, that's 8,000 a month. That's it, period, end of story. You can learn that within 3 hours. You start making this money today.
Welcome to Shredify Podcast. My guest today is Henry, an option trader who went from poor Eastern European family to Goldman Sachs and hedge funds of New York and Philadelphia. He is coaching now more than 2,000 students on using options to escape 9 to 5. He's been trading options for more than 10 years. His average client is a 50 years old man who is worried about retirement. And he has some very strong options why most people who are trading crypto and futures are just firing the money. Henry, welcome to the podcast.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure to have you here. You said most people trading crypto and futures are basically wasting time, money. Why so?
So I think a lot of beginners, they want to make quick money, so they're chasing those fast gains. And of course, in crypto, you can make fast money because it's like crypto's crazy, right? But the type of person that I want to teach and the people that I work with and my expertise is option trading. It's the best form of trading because it's the most passive, safe investment tool to generate income. A lot of people think options is very risky, but it's actually safer than stocks because options are created to hedge. So to hedge is to protect, right? So options have been a great tool that I've been using for over 10 years. I think crypto is okay too. I'm not against crypto, but I don't like futures. I don't have any experience there, and I have never heard of someone that's really, really successful in futures. But with options, I see people all the time. I've coached 2,000 people. I have almost 500,000 subscribers. So I think a lot of people, and I can tell from my clients, I have some of the best clients. They're wealthy, they're smart, they're good professionals. Options works for them. Futures, I have no clue. Crypto, yeah, sure, it works as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge statement to start with. So now, if you can rewind a bit and tell the people your version of story, who you are, where did you come from, where did you grow up, what was the money, the figure of money in your family, how you were looking at it, and what has changed through the life and course of trading options.
Sure, yeah. So my parents came from Eastern Europe. I was barely born in Philadelphia, so I grew up there. I eventually went to study finance. I actually went to study medicine because I wanted to help people, but then I quickly realized everyone's pretty antisocial in medicine. Everyone's kind of weird, you know? They're all like, I did biomedical engineering at first, and I didn't like it, so I switched to finance. Just felt natural to me. I wanted to learn about money and how money works, and they don't teach money in school, right? So many people graduate, they don't know what the heck, how to budget, how to save, how to invest. So it's very interesting for me to learn this. And I was playing poker, a lot of poker. And yeah, I heard that poker is similar to trading. So I got my first trading job eventually, internship. And they taught me how to play poker on the job. And I was like, this is the best. I get to play poker at work and learn trading. And yeah, I started with $2,000. I had very little capital because I didn't have money. My parents don't have money. So it kind of sucked growing up without having that. And so a big goal of mine was to become financially free. And I did it by 25. I was a millionaire at 25.
Wow.
Now I'm 31. So
Wow. So how does it feel like a millionaire at 25, man?
It's good. When you hit that first million, it feels really nice. But then everything above that, it's nice, but it doesn't really change the way you live. So I've been living pretty simple. I mean, now I can afford a Bugatti. I can afford 2 Bugattis, but I don't have one. I don't really feel the need to be flashy. And in fact, having too many assets and too many nice things hurts my results with women. Like I'm going to attract the gold digger. So I don't even want to own these big fancy things anyways. So it feels nice, but it's really the freedom that feels nicer than the money itself.
I think this should be the point of the life, freedom actually.
Yeah.
And I just want to now put myself in the skin of somebody who is 50 years old. I have 100, 150, $200,000 in my bank account. I don't know what to do. And I come to you and ask, Henry, can you help me retire now, do nothing, or whatever is the outcome of the conversation that you would have with this person, and actually help me understand how I can trade options?
Sure. I think the first thing is if someone has 100K or 150K, they're on a really great path to retirement. They're not there yet, but they're on the great path to generating good income. So with option trading, it's possible. I mean, a lot of things are possible. I've had months that are 15%, 20%, but that's not normal. It's not normal to make 20% a month. And someone listening to the podcast right now might be thinking, well, that's not enough money for me. Well, maybe not. Maybe that person needs to go to a casino and go gambling. But for me, I'm targeting something that's more achievable. If you look at the S&P 500, the 500 biggest companies in the world, on average, they return 8 to 12%. Warren Buffett, one of the best investors of all time, returns about 15% year over year for over a long, long time, right? So any vehicle that someone is selling online who's saying you can make 100% per year, you can double your money, that's a scam. It's a complete scam. This is why I think that futures is kind of a scam. That's why I'm proud to teach option trading. I'm very proud of it because I actually teach something that works. I can wholeheartedly say I've been in the industry for 6 years. I'm the #1 option coach in the world. And I'm happy because I'm not scamming. I'm actually teaching something that works. I cannot say the same for day traders. I cannot say the same for futures traders and crypto traders. These guys, they make a lot of money selling courses to people who are very new, that have this dream of stop being poor. But I actually teach people who have some money to actually go to retirement. So I'm very much of a fan of option trading because it's actually a real way to make money that actually works, unlike a lot of the other trading methods.
Okay, I would like to ask you one question because I was taught in life, if you want to do something, ask yourself what you don't want to do. And you can distinguish two things straight. So if I ask you now, who should absolutely not be selling options, even if they have money?
I actually think everyone should be selling options. And I used to work at Goldman Sachs, and there's a lot of clients that were millionaires and billionaires. I've seen them coming to the office, a lot of movie stars, and a lot of them are selling options. But they're not selling themselves options. They have a financial advisor that sells options. But in my opinion, I think it's stupid to pay a financial advisor 1% per year. It doesn't seem like a lot, but 1% per year adds up to a lot. And over your span of your lifetime, 1% per year can be $100,000 in your retirement, less from paying those fees. And options is not that hard to sell. They're not that hard to learn. So like I have a course, for example, it's 6 hours, it's free. People that listen to course, they're like, oh, is it paid? No, it's free. It's a 6-hour free course.
So where the people can find this course, if you can tell them straight now?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. It's on Invest with Henry. That's the brand that I run, Invest with Henry. And a lot of my stuff is free. Like 95% of the content I put out is free. It's on YouTube. So a lot of times if people want to work with me, they can, but they learn everything for free. Just following me, yeah. Like I have a community, but no one's forced to join that. You can learn everything yourself for free if you want to.
All right. Sounds good, man. You've now coached over 2,000 people. What kind of results you have seen, and what is the role model, how people are moving through? Because as you said, if it's too fast and too big, it sounds scammy, right? I did my research, and I know that trading options takes time, and you need to be patient. You need to be a grounded guy, the guy who is not willing to gamble. So what would you say?
What would I say in terms of what's achievable?
What kind of real results you have seen over the course? Because you've been coaching over 2,000 people. It's a huge amount of people, man.
I'll put into two categories, the two simple categories. The one category is someone with a smaller portfolio who maybe has $15,000, $20,000, up to $50,000 and below. $50,000 and below. These people, if they have a higher risk profile and they have more time, and of course, when you're getting into options, you're probably not 70 years old. You could be. I have clients that are 90 years old. But if they have some more time and more risk tolerance, I've seen strategies that perform very well, 50 to 100% per year. But those are riskier strategies, and we've been in a really good bull market. So I turned my portfolio from 100K to 700K in 2021, and Tesla also like tripled in price. So I did 700% in that year. But it's easy to make money in a bull market, but we've been in a good bull market. So that's the first category of people. There's a lot of money that can be made, especially if you're buying options. I teach a strategy called the leap option, and a leap option helps you replace stock for a lot cheaper. So you can put up like 30% of the money and get 3 or 4 times the results. And options are leveraged. So if the market goes up, you're going to make a lot of money. Of course, you can lose some of the money too if it goes down. But the good news, a leap option is very cheap. Oftentimes just $1,000, $2,000. You can buy a big company like Nvidia, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Tesla. You can bet on these companies with just $1,000. That's what an option can do. It's really nice. It's called a call option. So a call option can help you do that. But that's the first category of people. They can make a lot. And in good times, it's pretty easy. The second type of person is also the type of person I like to teach as well. I teach both strategies. But the second type of person, they can invest bigger money. And the bigger money should go into something a little bit safer. I teach something called the wheel strategy. It's called the wheel strategy. And you basically sell options to get into a stock for a discount. And then you sell a call option to get out of the stock. So it's exit and entry strategy very easily within selling these options. And it might sound complicated, but it's really not. Anyone can learn this within a week or two, maybe like less than 10 hours. They can learn and actually be good enough to make consistent income because it's not that hard. It is capital dependent, but it's not so difficult.
I have a follow-up question because I was doing research, as I said, and there are 2 types of people: the people who are buying options and people who are selling options. Which one you are advising more, to sell or to buy? What is the better?
Usually it's 85% selling and 15% buying. So 85% of the portfolio is the safe selling strategies and 15% is buying. But it depends on the portfolio size. People with a smaller portfolio and they want a more aggressive approach, nothing wrong with that. But it is a little bit more riskier because buying options...
Can we speak about risk then? And in this case, what is the potential risk and how to prevent somebody losing the head inside the options?
Well, it's actually pretty simple. When you buy an option, you can lose whatever you pay for the option. So if you buy the option for 1,000, your maximum loss is 1,000. That's nice because you have controlled risk. You know how much you can lose. You cannot lose more than what you pay. That's buying an option. Selling an option is really cool. I actually teach something I call a non-losing strategy. This will be a little bit difficult to explain to a beginner, but let's imagine there's a stock that's $100. If I sell a put option at 95, I'm saying I will buy it for 95. I'm ready to buy it 95. And in this scenario, you cannot lose. If you want to buy something for 95, you can't really lose. And you actually get paid for it because when you sell an option, you get paid. There's premium. And I always make it a real estate example. And when people think about it this way, it's much easier to understand. If you had a house for $100,000 and I say, Luka, I want to buy your house when it's $95,000. You say, okay, and you give me money for it. It seems like I'm stealing from you almost, right?
Yeah.
But that's what options are. You get paid when you sell an option because you are taking some risk. Someone wants to maybe protect themselves.
So basically you are in insurance company who is protecting the assets.
Exactly.
And for you, the best option is nothing to happen, right?
Well, actually, anything can happen. If it goes up, okay, you make money. If it goes sideways, okay, you make money. If it goes down, you have to buy the stock. But if I want to buy your house anyways, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. So I get paid to buy your house.
Which is really interesting.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm coming as somebody who is not aware, and I had to study the options, and I was really impressed how many options you have on the table when you start doing the things, and there are so many strategies when it comes to risks. What is obviously your target audience is the guy who is 50 plus, right?
Yeah, basically someone who has a good job, someone who makes income, and they're tired of going to work. Of course, everyone doesn't really like their job. I work with a lot of doctors, and their job is hard. Nurses, engineers. I work with a lot of engineers. I have a lot of Indian guys that are in IT. So they're hardware engineer, software engineer, programmer, architect, all kinds of things like that. And they have really good pay. But they still can't have freedom because they have a high-paying job. Maybe they're in California, and they have a lot of bills, and they haven't saved enough assets that take care of them. It doesn't really matter how much money you have. You can have $5 million, but if you're not producing income from it, then You have to,
yeah, exactly.
you have to draw down your asset.
Exactly, and then inflation can just eat your money, obviously.
Yeah, so that's a big component too.
But you said somehow, like it sounded to me that you are against crypto and future trading. What is advanced thing with options over the crypto? You said to me, crypto is good if you buy the Bitcoin and keep inside the
Right. So I'm against futures trading. I think it's pretty much a scam, in my opinion. Futures is all a scam. I think Wallstreet has very high-end software that are going to beat you. You're not going to outperform Wallstreet on futures, in my opinion. I'm not experienced enough to say, but I'm betting my money it's a scam. Crypto is obviously amazing, but I don't believe in crypto trading. I believe in you buy the good coins and you just hold on to them.
Why
right?
so? Why so?
It's not predictable. Unless you have insider information, it's not predictable. And crypto doesn't have cash flow. So with the stock market, when I have my community and I say, hey, this is a stock I'm buying, I buy Chipotle. You know Chipotle? The food? Chipotle?
Chipotle?
Yeah. No, they actually have it here in Dubai. But it's like a burritos, right? Mexican food. Chipotle, yeah.
Okay.
So whatever, this is the stock I invest in right now because it fell down a lot. But that company has cash flow, has revenues. It has employees. I know what this company is worth. It's pretty simple because they have money, they have expenses, and you can calculate free cash flow. You can do a calculation. Crypto is like a gold bar. What's it worth? Well, it's only worth what someone else will pay for it. Yeah. There is no real cash flow behind crypto, right? There's a cash flow behind a farm. You can have cows that produce milk and then you sell that milk. You can have, real estate. You can rent it out. Crypto.
You can sell at any time?
Say again?
You can sell it at any time, right?
What? Options or real estate?
Real estate, yeah.
Sure, yeah, you can sell it. There's market comparable values. But Bitcoin, it's a little more difficult to say. I like it. I have it. I have Bitcoin. I have the IBIT ETF, and I trade options on IBIT. So IBIT holds Bitcoin, and I trade options. It makes up 10% of my portfolio right now. I have two portfolios, and makes 10% of one portfolio.
And I have to come back with the question and follow up. For somebody like me sitting and really don't understand, what is the biggest difference in the job that you do, selling options, buying options, and trading crypto and futures? What is the biggest difference that you can point out?
Okay, yeah, I understand. I want to bring this back to a little bit more beginner level, maybe for someone that's watching that's new. I don't have much experience with futures, and I think that it's very difficult. You have to watch the chart and pay attention. That's like a very full-time job. Crypto, I don't know about trading crypto, but if you buy and hold, I think that's fine. Options, it's also not so active. Options is cool because you make a decision and you wait until expiry. Options expire. You pick a date that you want. So I can do an option right now for next June 2026 and do nothing with it and wait.
And just keep it, yeah?
And just keep it, yeah, depending on the position, depending on what I want to do. It's cool because options are very flexible. They're very, very flexible because they were made to protect your position. So you can bet on a stock going down and make money with an option. You can make money by buying a put option, for example, and you can make money. So if the stock goes down, the put option gains value. So depending on what you want, you can read the charts, understand the charts, and say, hey, I want this. And an option can do that. It's very flexible. There's a lot of choice with an option. There's call options and put options, that's it. But you can buy them, you can sell them, you can combine them. So I really encourage people to learn this skill, even if you don't want to trade, because it's a very good skill to have anyways.
So people hear the S&P 500 goes up 12-15%. Why that's not enough for people who maybe would come to you, and what is your stance on that? What would you say on that?
I think a lot of people want fast results, and that's fine. We as humans, I mean, if we have a goal, we should try to achieve that goal faster. It's cool. So options provides you the ability to reach those goals faster. And in my experience, I've had years, again, like I said, from 100K to 700K. Now, I can't do that again. I can try to, but unlikely that I can really hit that same number because 2021 was a great year. But I've had other years where I've had I doubled my portfolio. Actually, my story is I went from 100K to 700K, and then I made money on coaching. I'm a coach. So I made 300K. It was pretty good. I had a 300K, and then I took that portfolio from 1 million to like 1.6. So I had 700% return, then I had like 50 to 60% return. And then now my portfolio is at 4 million. So I have grown it a lot without really adding money after the 300K. I had a 300K, but that's really it. Now it's at 4 million. So I've had years that are 40%, 50%, The bigger you grow, you naturally want to take a little bit less risk. So I still teach a lot of riskier strategies, and I do them myself, but with smaller amounts of my portfolio. I take a little part and I say, okay, this part is going to be a challenge. Like right now I have a 100K challenge. So I'm showing people how to go from 100K and really like, grow that towards something like 200K or something bigger. So I'm doing that right now, but I'm using 100K of my money and I'm showing real proof, but I won't use the full 4 million because I'm trying to do more safe income generating strategies.
Makes sense. So it's very crucial for me when I heard that you said like first thing is not fast-paced money. You need to be patient. It's not a gambling. You need to follow the signs, and you just need to listen or actually get educated. That's something that you are giving to people. You are not just giving tips out there. You are actually giving them education. Can you explain to us, a person like me, what does it mean to be your student?
Sure. So, of course, I have a lot of free resources. So I don't want to be like a salesy person and say, oh, my program is, the best. It's really, my free stuff is amazing. So people should start there, start watching the videos and see if they like the way I teach. In the program, what I do is I usually have live sessions Mondays and Wednesdays. So during those sessions, I just trade live. So I look at technical analysis. I look at companies to invest in. I look at fundamental analysis, the fundamentals of the cash flow of the business. And then I make trades. And people can copy that and they can follow along with me. I've been doing it for over 10 years, so they can just follow along and see what I do. I do that Mondays and Wednesdays, and then I'm available for the community. So they can ask questions. I also do one-on-one coaching, so they can text me. I don't know. I think you do one-on-one coaching in fitness.
Yeah, I do as well, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like just being supportive.
Exactly.
Helping the client be accountable. So that's what I do as well, one-on-one coaching as well. So I look at their positions and I try to help them deploy their capital. People have cash, like where do I put it? Well, here's how you would do that.
Okay, so let's break it down again. I'm just willing to understand. So there are three guys. They come to you. One has portfolio 25,000, other has 50,000, another has 100,000. If you can just give us what is the realistic level that they can reach if they do the things on a proper way with the minimal risk, the way that you teach them, and how they can win over the time and what is needed, how long. Because you said like it's not fast paced. You need
So I don't have the calculator in front of me, but there's a simple calculation that you can do. I can discuss it maybe if I have it in front of me. But if you just take anyone with say $10,000 or $20,000, that person invests in options and they add $1,000 per month, right? They adding to that sum of money. Over 10 years, I don't have the math in front of me, but it'll be about $1 million. So anyone can become a millionaire in 10 years. I know people are like, oh, I don't want to wait 10 years. But hold on, most people never become millionaires. I'm giving you a plan in 10 years, a really good plan that I've seen it happen, not in 10 years because I haven't coached that long, but I've seen people on this journey that have grown from $250,000 to $1 million, from $1 million to 2. I've seen this over and over 2,000 times. So anyone can become a millionaire in a 10-year period if they start with one sum of money, they stick to that goal of investing properly, good quality stocks, high quality stocks, using options to generate income and adding some money along the way. It doesn't have to be 1,000. Maybe it's 300 one month. Maybe it's 500 another month, right? Some people are more fortunate. They can add 5,000 per month, right? But if you add consistently, you will grow your wealth, right? Everyone's seen those videos, right? You start with this amount of money, you add in over 10 years, this is what it becomes, right? It's called the future value calculation. So you can just ask ChatGPT or any like calculator, I start with this amount of money, this is how much I put, and my rate of return with options, it varies, but let's say, it can vary from 20 to 40% in my experience, in my own personal experience, right? Not financial advice, it varies. In that case, you'll be a millionaire within 10 years. So I have a plan to be a millionaire in 10 years for anyone.
You just need to follow certain steps.
You just need to stay consistent, just like the gym, right? You're a fitness coach. So it's like eat less calories, do more activity, train to failure. You're going to get some type of results. It's hard not to get results, right?
Yeah.
Like you're going to get
some results. But the problem
results.
is consistency, as you said. Like
consistency, yeah.
But how you can make, again, I'm getting to your ideal client, and how you can make somebody who is 50 years old, tired of work already, to stay consistent and get on a program. What is the harsh truth that no one said on podcast till now?
It's just very easy. A lot of people that are trying to sell a program make it seem difficult, but it's not. You literally just sell options on high quality stocks. And if you have 200K portfolio and you make 4% a month, for example, which is possible if you sell options on good stocks like Nvidia, that's 8,000 a month. That's it, period, end of story. You can learn that within 3 hours. You can start making this money today. It's capital dependent. That's the problem. Broke people cannot do this. If you're broke, you just can't. This is not active income. This is not like, hey, go hustle and get active income. This is passive income. And options is the best form of passive income. The best form is real estate and options. But real estate, you have to physically manage a property. Options, you just click a few buttons. It's literally the best. Like I'm telling you, not because I'm like selling it program, but it's actually the best. Billionaires actually trade options. Millionaires trade options. And it's actually the best form of passive income because it's better than real estate. The only reason real estate is more popular is because a lot of older people that don't have a financial education, they understand real estate more because it's physical. Like you can see the house. And the only other reason that real estate is maybe better in some situations than options is there's tax deductions on real estate. So when you buy a property, you can deduct that and depreciate that home. So it saves you taxes. Options are not very tax friendly, but options are very easy. Like I've been traveling the world. I've been to like every country in Europe, right? I was in Colombia, my first country when I was like a lot younger. I was never really outside of the country because I was pretty broke. So when I was 25 and I became a millionaire very quickly. So I went from 100K to 700K, and then that year I made 300K. So I went from not much to a millionaire in 1 year. And then during that process, I was, the dating scene is pretty bad in America. Like it's pretty bad. And I was kind of scared to go somewhere far, and I was living in Miami. And Colombia is a 2-hour flight. So I'm like, let me check out Colombia. Let me go there for 1 month, and I'll see if I like it. And I don't really like the whole party stuff, and I don't do drugs. I don't drink. I'm like trying to be healthy, like I'm trying to be in shape, right? So I don't do drugs. I don't drink. And I was in Colombia, and the weather was great. And I ended up being there for 6 months. And I had a girlfriend, but she didn't speak any English, and I had to learn Spanish. And yeah, so it was a little bit, I liked Colombia, but I started to like realize the type of woman that I want to be with. I want to speak Russian. I want to speak Russian at home. Like I want my kids to speak Russian. A friend of mine gave me this idea. He's from Ireland. And the friend of mine, he's like, hey, I can do this passport for you. I'm like, sure, let's do it, man. He's like, okay, it'll cost you whatever, $10,000.
Okay.
But he's been on it for 2 years and it's not working. And I realized, man, this Ireland guy doesn't know what he's doing.
Yeah.
He had a good idea. He's a lawyer, by the way, but he's not a lawyer in Moldova.
Yeah, that's what.
So I messed up, I trusted him. I'm like, okay, bro, here's 10K. 2 years later, nothing's happening.
10K or 100K?
$10,000.
Ah, okay.
10,000, yeah. Nothing's working out, and then I'm like, man, I need a Moldovan lawyer. So I got a Moldovan lawyer.
Exactly, that's because obviously.
So I wasted 2 years. Now I'm still working on it with a real Moldovan lawyer now. I had an Irish friend lawyer guy do it. Didn't work out. So I'm working on that. I've been in and out of Moldova for some paperwork. I was living in Poland as well. Poland's a great place. I like their laws.
They're very strict.
Very strict is good. I like that.
Wow, they're wild, man. They're wild.
I like that because the rest of Europe's not doing too well. It's trash. The rest of Europe is trash. They're letting all the not the right people in, right?
Yeah,
the wrong people are there.
The Poland people. I've just seen today on Instagram, man. I've just seen today some migrants. They went and then they went through the border, and the border is like Mexico-US basically.
Yeah,
like
yeah,
you
it's
have
a tough
this
border.
huge wall which is
Yeah.
surrounded with military, and then the people they just went through, and then within 20 seconds. Military, they were just up front.
That's good. You should protect your country. Like I'm not into politics like crazy, but like you should protect your country, your culture, your people. When you do a lot of like mixing, it's not good. Different cultures don't mix.
Yeah,
it's not a good thing. I think.
I don't know what to say about that. To be honest, but it's something that is really inspiring in your story, is that you're not flexing, you're not flashy guy.
Yeah.
You're not selling a lifestyle,
right.
which I
could live the craziest lifestyle, man.
Yeah, I know.
I could be Dan Bilzerian. I could have a yacht with 10 girls on. I don't want to live that way.
Yeah,
That's not what I want to do.
Which is really interesting for me, somebody who is 31, and I really admire that. Saying all of that, Henry, you definitely work for freedom, and when freedom is in in your case, what is your non-negotiable in your program that you can get to a point where you are right now with the things that options can sort in any life, not only 50, 20, 30. What are the steps? If you can just break down, like
the steps to get to freedom?
Non-negotiable, yeah, exactly.
The non-negotiable steps to get to freedom?
Yeah, exactly.
It's the same steps as to have a good relationship or to have a good body. It's just consistency of saving money, investing money, not revenge trading. Some people, they lose some money, they're like, start revenge trading, I need to make it all back. Unfortunately, you have to just be disciplined. But it's, it's just a mindset. The actual option trading is pretty easy. The hard part is actually the emotions of not getting upset when the market is down, because you cannot control the market. Even the best traders can be down. The best poker players can also lose. It's a long-term game. So the way I like to say is we're a casino. Yeah. We're not in the casino. We are the casino. So I teach traders to consistently profit in small sums of money over time by exploiting inefficiencies in the market. Selling options is an inefficiency because options are expensive. And when you sell them, you usually can make money because they're expensive, because it's insurance. And buying insurance is a net loss. Why do humans buy insurance? Like, can you actually tell me why would you buy insurance?
For myself, just like to be secure. If anything happens to me, that I'm covered.
You're covered, right? In case of something big, catastrophe, right? Something big happens. Exactly. So usually it does not happen, right? God forbid. Usually when you have car insurance, you hopefully don't get in an accident, right?
Yeah.
So the insurance company is protecting you in case of big damages. But on average, hopefully you don't get in an accident. They actually make money on you because
this money is a guarantee that
they get 100 people to pay them $1,000, so that's like $100,000, and then 2 people get in an accident and the damages are $8K and $12K, so they pay out $20K in damages and they keep $80K. I'm teaching the same thing with options. How do you collect $100K and then you lose some trades, and then you make $80K? That's what I'm teaching.
Which is normal. Part of losing is part of the game, right?
Of course, I lose all the time,
which is really good because this is very transparent, and I didn't expect that the story will go this sideway. I feel the transparency, and I really like the way that you are speaking. First of all, not many people are giving something for free, and man, I'm telling you, I'm in the coaching industry, and I know that like. If you say the content is the king in your case and you're giving your knowledge for free, anyone can go there and watch and actually place the trades and learn what works, what doesn't work. This is great. As a second thing, that you coach actually people and you have one-on-one calls, you do live trades and all this stuff, which is really, really good to hear, because what is your stance? I just want to zoom out a bit from the topic, because I've seen here in Dubai, we are speaking about Dubai, I've seen so many scam guys who are selling some kind of courses, and their first thing that you can see the watch, you can see the lifestyle,
the watch is
you can see the steering wheel of Ferrari, which is rented most of the time, and then they speak about everything but not actually about trading. But you said something good. Everyone can come and watch the way I trade.
Yeah.
Which is really good, man. If you can tell me your thought and your opinion, where the world is heading and how we can protect ourselves, people who are not knowing where to go, between Harry, who is 100% legit, and somebody who is trying to scam people out there.
Oh, we could talk about this for a very long time.
Let's do it.
There's lots of signs. I think all the flashy stuff is always bad. It's always bad because almost always bad, right? Because then someone is like, usually coming from insecurity, right? I think the goal and mission I have was to teach everyone what made me free and help them be free. And having Rolex and Bugatti is not really freedom. I mean, sometimes the things that you buy end up owning you. There's that saying.
Yes. 100%.
So, I think it's just, I'd like to share things for free. Plus, I have to share things for free because a new person that doesn't know me, I mean, I can't charge them anyways. Can't be like, hey, buy my stuff. They don't know me yet. So I have to give them a lot of free stuff. And then if they like me, they like my teaching style, they like my personality. Oftentimes people will make so much money and then they'll say, hey, Henry made me a lot of money. I want to join his program. So sometimes it's kind of like, they're like, hey, this works. I just want to work more with Henry. And sometimes it's not. Sometimes people just make a bunch of money. They're like, thanks, Henry. You were part of my journey. And I didn't make anything from them. And that's fine too. I mean, it's just a numbers game. At the end of the day, for me, it's just important to teach others and help others. And if I can be part of their journey, that's just like more blessings from God to me.
Man, this is very genuine and really mind-blowing story, honestly. Apart from that, I just want to mention, we went on a call prior to that, and I asked you about taxes, and you just said to me, listen, I'm not a financial advisor, and if somebody needs advice about that, there is somebody who is in charge of that, which is, man, legit. Not many people will say that. And you said to me, like, listen, I don't care, there are taxes, but there are people who are in charge of that, which is, again, another sign that somebody is legit. I'm not giving credit to you, I'm just telling what is the story behind. And then all these things with being fleshy and being front of camera, showing everything but not actually trading is just sign which you just said. Now, just to get back, you told me that some of your students they can copy the trade, but you are more prone to teach them and actually give them the tools how to fish the fish, right?
How to fish for themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So if you can just walk us through a little bit through that.
It all starts with education. My dad taught me like education is the first thing that you need. So my parents came from Eastern Europe, and his whole goal was that I get a college degree. So I do the same thing for others. I just give them that PhD in options. I make them understand the fundamentals, the foundation, and I show them what I do. So they have a choice. If they're super lazy, they can copy me. There's a lot of lazy people, and it's fine. I'm lazy myself. I'm super lazy. That's okay.
How the hell then you make money if you super? I never understood.
I'll tell you, because I cannot go to a job. I got fired from all my jobs because I cannot show up to work on time. And when I'm at work, I want to do my own thing. I want to trade. I want to do my own thing. So I'm so lazy, I cannot hold a job. So I had to be a teacher. Yeah. I had to learn and teach others because I cannot hold a job. I cannot. I'm the worst employee ever.
Yeah, which is okay, which is normal.
Yeah, it's fine.
That's the reason you are at the position where you are right now. You know?
Yeah. Too lazy to work, so I had to think about more creative ways to make money. Options trading was my dream since I was like 18, and I was playing poker. So yeah, it's been my dream, and I did it myself, and now I teach others because it's something that I've achieved mastery in. So now it's very easy for me to teach. It doesn't even feel like work because it's super easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, with the coaching, you have to have passion for that, and you have to have philanthropy, kind of philanthropy, right? That you want to help humankind to level up.
Yeah.
If you ask me genuinely, why do I coach people? Because I want to genuinely help. That's the first thing. And then if you want, this is something what can be seen through the time, if someone is genuine or not, really, right?
Yeah.
We have to wrap it up slowly, but I just want to ask, what is your 3-step plan for a 50-year-old guy with a saving?
What my plan is for a man who's 50?
Yeah, 3-step plan. Like,
I think a lot of people can start trading a lot earlier. My younger clients are usually like 30, but still kind of young. Most people sign up at like 50. It's really just saving. Step number 1, learning the foundation of investing. So you can start watching option trading videos now, invest a small amount, and save over time. Because you should know how to work with $1 before you work with 10, before you work with 100 anyways. So starting small is good anyways. So the 3-step plan is just save, learn, and do it. And start investing, even if it's small.
As you said, you mentioned your YouTube channel, where people can actually find you, and if you can just, I'll drop down like here.
It's really easy. You just type Henry Options, and they'll find that. It's called Invest with Henry. But
is there any application or any website which is relevant where you take new students or anything that they can find?
I have some links in my descriptions, but at first it's just all free stuff, just YouTube videos and. So of course, they can visit my description and be like, hey, I want coaching. But usually it's just watch the 6-hour course. I have a 6-hour course. It's free. It teaches everything from A to Z.
What I can take from you, if somebody is serious and watching this episode, if you are really serious about your retirement and you are not willing to gamble, I truly believe that people should watch this episode because you said so many things that actually helped me understand even more what is option trading and what are the risks, what are actually pros and cons, right? You mentioned everything. So now I just want to get a little bit into your lifestyle. Why did you come to Dubai now?
Oh, it's just too cold. I'm living in Eastern Europe, and it's just too cold right now. And when you don't get any sun, you start to get a little bit down. So I'm just here, I think, for 1 month. I'm going to do some content. It's good to be on this podcast, my first podcast, actually. And I'll meet with, I'll make some more courses. I'm going to work with my editor to make some free courses, some paid courses, and get some sun, and then go back to Eastern Europe.
Why don't you stay here, man? I think Dubai is the greatest city in the world, to be honest. Obviously,
it's a really great city, yeah. It can be really hard to meet real women, though, here. A lot of the women here are coming to meet a rich man.
Okay.
So I'd like to maybe meet my future wife in a more humble way, in not a main city, maybe somewhere a little bit outside of the city. So that girl is not accustomed to really lavish, rich lifestyle. Because the type of girl that I want, that's Eastern European Slavic in Dubai, she's going to get a lot of attention.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So she'll be spoiled instantly.
Yeah, but even if you go to these kind of countries, you will find these Eastern European who are attractive, that they are attached already to something, unless you go to some village or like mountain.
Sure, and it's hard there too, because then these girls are not educated. And also, if you're too high value of a man, I didn't know this before. If you're too high value of a man, you go to a village and you meet a girl, she won't feel worthy of you. So she'll start to self-sabotage the relationship.
You need to teach trading options, man.
Trading options. I don't know. It's very difficult. It's a kind of a dilemma. The more successful you get as a man, it can be more difficult to find the right fit of a woman. Because, I want to kind of show my lifestyle. That's the way I live sometimes. Then it's also like you don't want the girl to be with you for money. So it can be very difficult to manage relationships.
I can't agree more on that, because I know it's hard. I'm married, for instance, for past 10 years. I've been with my wife. But yeah, I know that the guys are struggling when they come to big cities, especially the guys with
Yeah, and I'm not struggling to find women. I've had a lot of experience. I can find a lot of women.
Yeah.
But the problem is, which one is a good fit for me as a long-term partner? That's the problem. I can find a lot. Now, of course, they're into me, especially if I show some money. But the problem is, which one is a good fit? Which one is good wife material? Which one is good for family?
It's tough to distinguish, to be honest. And it will be even tougher with the age which are coming. And the pace that you are moving forward. Henry, what is your plan for next 6-12 months in terms of business, lifestyle, anything huge that is coming on? You mentioned that you will be placing some content out there and giving more stuff for free eventually for people. But is there anything else big that you can mention now?
Yeah, it's so for example, I just uploaded a course yesterday, 2-hour course on YouTube. It's a wheel course, and we talked about this earlier in the podcast. The wheel strategy is the safest strategy. I uploaded that. It's 2 hours for free on YouTube. Basically, that's my goal. Just keep making YouTube content. Try to be in shape, That's why when I met you at the gym...
I met you in the gym. For instance, I'll just share. It's fun story. I met him in the gym, and then 1-2, and we agreed to be here on the podcast. What is your goal in the gym?
I have a lot of goals at the gym.
Tell me.
A lot of goals. At the gym, I have a lot of goals. So right now, I'm 87 kilograms, 177 centimeters. I don't know. For Americans, it's like I'm 5'9". I just want to be lower body fat and more muscle mass. That's the goal. And it gets a little more difficult when you're above 30.
But what's that? No, it's just excuse
no,
after the stretch.
That's a myth. Okay, I got you. You got to teach me about the...
Exactly, man. I obviously...
Also...
Consistency. You said one thing with your style, with your stuff about option trading.
Yeah.
You need to be more consistent. That's for sure.
I'm consistent at the gym, 5 times a week.
With the food as well.
That's my problem. I cannot. Some people like you're shredded. I seen your Instagram. I was like, holy moly, you are shredded, man. You're diced, crazy shredded. The problem is, I truly believe, you correct me if I'm wrong, I know everyone can be in a calorie deficit and eat the right foods and like maximize on the nutrients. But man, people have settling points for their body fats. And I think fat people, they're fat because of genetics. It's not always easy to lose a lot of weight. Some people have more hunger. For me, when I get below 85 kilograms, I'm just hungry, man. I'm waking up in the middle of the night, I'm hungry. And I'm eating volume, I'm eating fruits, I'm eating vegetables. I'm just hungry. I'm eating my cottage cheese. I'm getting my 150 grams of protein. I'm doing everything. I watch all the YouTube videos, and I'm a fairly smart guy. I'm just hungry, man. I have more hunger hormones. What can I do?
Obviously,
There's nothing I can do.
In this case, you need to increase your activity levels.
Activity levels, yeah.
I do believe that like there are several things to be twitched, but if somebody is like Henry now and watching this podcast and like obviously, if you feel that you are hungry all the time, most probably, first thing you need to increase your activity. I would say you need to do your zone 2 cardio to be non-negotiable 3 times per week. Same you said like. For all options training, non-negotiable. Stay consistent. Be true to your goals. Stay true to your values. Do not get managed by the how you call it, the market.
Mm-hmm.
So market can go up, can go down, but you need to stay focused on your goal and stay focused to what you trading. Same is with nutrition and training. Zone 2 cardio, non-negotiable 3 times per week. Dial in your sleep. Steps, manage that you have non-processed food first of all, because processed food is something what is pushing you toward the zone where you will hungry for more. You cannot stop eating.
Yeah.
But non-processed food is very hard. If I give you now 3,000 calories to eat from clean food, man, trust me, you'll
It's
be
different, yeah.
vomiting here.
Right.
I'm telling you, consistency is the key. But yeah, anyways, I've seen that you've been doing some high rock sessions, so it's very good to see. For me, this is one trait that I like with the professionals to be consistent in the gym, because this is gym is a tool, but the gym is a mirror as well at the same time, how somebody is treating himself outside of the gym, and I think this is really good to add to your portfolio. That I've seen that you're training hard, and obviously with all your success and trading, this is just plus and bonus, and for me.
Fitness is actually more my goal than the trading now.
Very good, man.
It's more important than money.
Very good. And to be honest, as a neutral person, I don't know you personally, but you sound as a really legit guy, because I've seen so much trash here in Dubai, and you speak completely opposite of what these guys are saying.
Yeah.
And in your mirror is completely opposite. I'm not trying to give here some false sense of creating picture of you, and I'm not praising you, but I'm just saying the effects that you left on me here. Now sitting with you for past hour and trying to understand what your mentorship and what you do with the people and how you help actually the guys to reach their goals. So for me, 100% legit. And then I did my study as well on options, and all I can say, man, really well done.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure to have you here today.
Thank you.
And yeah, just keep it up with your training routine.
Thank you. Yeah.
And I believe we'll get there.
Thanks.
Thank you, man.